One ecosystem, you know them. We not frightened of nobody, but we respect everybody, and we better than everybody. So we will run with anybody. No fear, no better than we. No kind, no better than we. Step on me one and say, one ecosystem to the world you say. One ecosystem will do something, do something, do something, do something, uno do something, do something. I'm not talking. One ecosystem will do something, do something, do something, do something, uno do something, do something. I'm not bag of lip chasing. Hey, hey.
Together for more. Hi guys.
Yeah.
Good
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good evening, good evening, good evening to Trinidad and Tobago. Good evening, Caribbean. Good evening, Will. This is the 25th edition of the show, Beyond 2021, and we're happy to be here with you live and alive. So just get excited, call a friend, call a neighbor, tell them that Beyond 2021, that wonderful show where we delve into blockchain technology, cryptocurrency, advancing technology. We talk all about finance and the current issues that are happening in our world. So be excited today. It's a wonderful opportunity to be with you here this evening to discuss the issues that are at stake, the issues that pertain to your life and to your well-being, to your prosperity. And this evening on the 25th edition of Beyond 2021, we're happy to have our co-host with us, Mr. and Mrs. Donna and Cliffe Samlalsigh, and also our co-host, Mr. Derwayne Cadiz. Welcome, gentlemen and lady, to Beyond 2021.
Good evening, Brother Noel.
Good evening, good evening. Yes, Donna Cliffe?
Yeah, good night, good night, good night. Before we start,
how you guys doing?
Yeah, I doing well. Before we start off, I just wanna say congratulations to the St. Kitts Patriots team in the franchise cricket.
Yes, yes.
Each cricketer,
Right.
each cricketer.
I want to say congratulations, but you know, more than that, I mean, it was a nice finals that they had today and all of that. It was the best finals out of all that they had, but it came down to the very last ball to determine who was the winner. So, suspense. Now, it had a lot of problems that was sitting in it, like, for instance, poor fielding and poor catching and things. But what I love about this is that the captain of that team is a fellow called Derwayne Bravo. He had played for Trinidad and Tobago TKR, right? A successful franchise, win more titles than anybody else. And at the end of last season, he said, you know something? I want to go and mentor a new group of persons and share my knowledge with persons who could benefit more, because our young people who are already aware
Don't
of
forget
what's
to
going
say
on.
good night to Hamza.
Oh, good night, Hamza. Good night, good night.
Nice having you.
Right. No, Hamza I wonder if Hamza even know what cricket is about, boy.
And Ted said a good night.
Right. Yeah, but Derwayne Bravo took it upon himself to share his knowledge and to pursue a vision with this Patriots team, right? So, and eventually it came to bear fruit. It reminds me so much of what our Cordell King James has done. And that's the analogy I want to raise, where Cordell has seen what is happening outside there, and he has seen where the world is going towards blockchain and how blockchain would benefit us. And Cordell is flying the flag not only in Trinidad, but more so outside of Trinidad and Tobago. You understand? So I want to tip my hat. In fact, not tip my hat now. I want to take off my hat and tell Cordell, keep it up, brother.
Yes,
Don't give
yes,
up.
yes.
Right? The resistance will always be there, but you're doing things. The same way how Derwayne Bravo could have led this team to the first franchise victory. I know we are going to be victorious in our run. So I wanted to start off on that.
That's a way to put. So Dwayne, I know you're going to take it to the next.
Yes.
No.
So before the program began, you know, I was speaking to the producer and we were having this conversation about where we are now and what should be our focus, right? So we know that right now, heavy legislation is taking place in terms of vaccination. We know that there are dissenting voices in terms of anti-vaccination. There are pro-vaxxers. And then there are the people who don't know what's happening at all. But listen, I want to address our viewers tonight and let you guys know, listen, the only thing you have is what is under your control, right? Under your personal control. And so I was saying, listen, what are you investing in at this time? We're 18 months into the pandemic, or 18 months plus into the pandemic. What have you done with your time, right? What new skill have you learned to be able to make yourself more economically viable? You're seeing the job markets diminishing every month, you know, so much so now it's a silent hush that's happening when people lose their jobs because it's becoming so commonplace. But what skill, talent, and ability you have been working on within the last year and a half? You know, what thought or idea you've been birthing and bringing to fruition? What have you been planting? Have you been learning about growing your own food and becoming more sustainable? Have you learned about recycling? You know, guys, it's about what is under our control that we have to handle. So here what? Forget about everything else outside of yourself and focus on you and what you can create right now. So we're here to speak about blockchain technology. I had to segue there to be able to speak about emotional intelligence, something that we need in this time. You cannot continue to be triggered by everything outside of you. You have to now become emotionally stable and deal with the challenges at hand. And I know for sure that we have a lot to contribute tonight. I know Brother Noel came charged. I know that Cliff and Donna came charged, but we're heading to a break. And when we do come back, we're going to start this conversation and get our viewers involved. Listen, you can call 715-4522 and speak to us directly on the program, give us your input. And you can call Sarah for information concerning our program at 744-5503. So we're taking a break, and when we get back, we want to hear from you.
Get started now. Get started with your One Academy package. Get started with your starter package. It's only $1,600 TT. Get your financial education from the One Academy. Although it's a beginner package, the information you're going to get from your One Academy starter package, you would have more knowledge than 90% of the world's population on finance for just $1,600 TT. Let's create a revolution. Let's spread the epidemic of our One Academy, One Life. Get it today.
Good day all, my name is King James, part of the One Life Network Caribbean team. If you have no knowledge of what is cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, I'm inviting you to get started with this concept. It is $1,610 TT for you to participate in a financial curriculum that will help shape your world and your future. But better and greater than that, in our curriculum, there's no school that teaches our children about finance. This is a unique opportunity for you to get involved in practical and theory. You need the best of both worlds. The theory we offer allows you to participate in the practical. Position yourself strategically. Get a starter package from one of your local IMAs somewhere near to you, some cousin, friend, uncle, some loved one. Do not hold back yourself from getting started with our organization. One life for more life. One academy. Join the financial revolution.
This is Full 100, an all-natural herbal dietary supplement formulated exclusively for men. Our proprietary blend was designed with one goal in mind: to improve your overall health, rejuvenating your vitality, energy, strength, and libido. Want to be at your peak performance in everything you do? Then get Full 100. Fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Oh my God.
All right, and we are back. How you guys going? Don't forget to call and join the conversation at 744-5503. Put 1868 in front of it if you're calling outside of our Caribbean countries. You have to call Sarah if you want to find out more about this business at 715-4522. So we have two numbers up on the screen. But Dwayne ended with a thought that brought me to a book that I love, a book that I read a lot of when I go back for the fine-tuning. I'm going to lift it for you. Learning for Profit. Learning for Profit by Dr. Lucia Ignatova, our founder. And she opened the book and she said, it is time to start living the life you have imagined. Just imagine that. I'm telling you, it is time for you to start living the life you have imagined. What have you done with that life? Put it under the mattress, put it under the bed, and you can't afford it. She said, take responsibility for your life. There's only one person responsible for the quality of the life you live, and that person is you. Are you going to start living the life you imagined, or are you going to leave it where it is, or just tell yourself you cannot afford to do it? It is time. I want to live the life I imagine. I have certain things in my head, and I want them to become a reality.
You know, I listened to Dwayne say just now, you're talking about the vaccination and you're talking about emotional intelligence. And it is whether we or I want to say it should be a particular way or not, doesn't really matter. It's how people view things. So for instance, all these statistics out there and medical knowledge about this vaccination, and what was beaten yesterday. Nicki Minaj mentioned some comment about a family's friend or something like that getting swollen testicles as a result of the vaccination. Now, they show you different persons of authority in the field of medicine and outside the field of medicine in America taking Nicki Minaj to task for that. So all I'm saying is that people's emotions guide them in the direction they feel they should go as opposed to rational.
Right.
So people's emotions seem to be easily trampled upon. If I believe in something and you say something that contradicts my belief, I feel offended, and we no longer talk from a position of rational as opposed to, but wait, you're supposed to do better than that, or you could do that. And so we have gone against the grain of rational, and so that's why when Dwayne mentioned emotional intelligence, it is not easy. So for instance, Dwayne, you know, you and I often talk about meditation and the gurus and them. What they often tell you about stilling the mind, quieting the mind. Why? Because your emotions tend to take over your mind so much that you have to find a way to subdue it, to keep it calm. All right? So I just want to mention that persons now have to really dig deep now and not get caught up in emotions of what the friends or the people that they believe they used to look upon to give them advice on what we are talking about. Understand here the point I'm saying? We have been talking to you guys for some months now, every week about this thing called blockchain technology, and more so our one ecosystem. You, however, who are listening out there, the conscience get pricked. But instead of making the call to the numbers that Donna just called out and Dwayne and Brother Noel have been calling out, here what you do. You lean on somebody who you know from outside, who may not even be listening to what we're talking about, to ask their opinion on what we're giving. So your emotional intelligence is being trampled upon so that rational is not leading you correct. And all again I'm saying, don't look to the persons on the outside. Ask your questions right here. You can call us right here live.
That's right.
Talk to us right here. That's how we talking blockchain technology.
Listen, we facing the camera, you know. You just facing the mic. Nobody has to see your face. You can say whatever you want, ask whatever question, and we are happy to have you with us. So come on.
If you squeeze that testimony out of me, and I'll try to be as brief as possible. I was introduced to this community in 2016 from Quadell King James himself. And at that time, I did what I thought was my due diligence and got in contact with a total stranger who was actually just blogging on Facebook, right? Had a discussion with this man over WhatsApp for about 2 hours and disregarded everything that Quadell had to say initially, right? For an entire year. The gentleman told me, listen, Bitcoin is a scam. It doesn't make sense. Don't put your money in that. You'll waste your money. It's a scam, right? Today, Bitcoin is almost, I checked it about a couple of days ago, 317,000 TT dollars to one Bitcoin, right? And that was a scam. So what I did is that I squandered the opportunity to use emotional intelligence, right? And to seek out the proper reference points. And what happens is that we really overlook the people we know, and we go to the hole in the wall and the people on the internet who we've never met, and we take their advice and we take it as though it's the gospel. You know, so do your due diligence. Yeah, do your due diligence. I know in the information age and the age of false information appearing real, you have to really sift through. But trust me, when you do your due diligence, you're going to realize what's happening. And what I did is I robbed myself a whole year of participating in an asset class that actually appreciates with value over time. So much so that I lost out on buying power. However, thank God, I got a little reprieve. I came back to Quadell. I got involved in the program in 2017. And from then until now, and moving forward, I'm participating in the newest global asset class that appreciates in value. So callers, if you want to understand the latest asset class or commodity, they call it commodity in some parts of the world. Some parts of the world, they call it assets, but it's the latest commodity where people put their revenue in there and it grows and your buying power increases. We've grown accustomed to losing buying power over time. It's time to do the reverse. It's time for you to start to grow your buying power over time. Now, come, join us. Find out about our ecosystem. Find out about our program. Get educated about cryptocurrency so you won't make the same mistake I did.
Yes, Dwayne, excellent, excellent. You know, we are talking here about, in fact, you suggested about emotional intelligence, you know, and having, as Cliff said, a rational, logical mindset to evaluate what is happening all around us. But the masses are being overwhelmed right now. They're being overwhelmed. A lot of people have anxiety issues. A lot of people are worrying, they're troubled, they're fearful. Some people are angry, and some people take a turn on the government. because I mean the fallout of this COVID narrative that is overwhelming the masses and millions of people all across emotional intelligence, Mr. Cadiz. You know, people can't really think straight when they have to hustle to make a living, you know, because they have no jobs. They have to struggle to keep afloat. So we are really trying to make people become aware, to educate people, as it will, stable their minds, let them
Yes.
focus on the realities. Because you know, this week, Dwayne, I think you were there on a call as well. You know, there were several calls that I participated in where people were talking about survival strategies, preppers, if you will, and the preparations that are needed now, the preparations in your mind, in your
Yes.
psyche, the preparations as far as food security, acquiring skills that you talk about. You know,
Yes.
how many
Yes.
of us could go out in the garden out there and plant something and go through these seasons to the point of reaping,
Yes.
and therefore, helping your families as far as reducing the cost of food. You know, you have good organic, wholesome food to utilize in your home. You know, there'll be people who will be coming at some of us because of perceived wealth, and the poor, they will make the rich a prey because they're trying to survive, survival of the fittest.
Yes.
So right now we're at a critical point. We're at a crossroad where people have to determine what they're going to do to survive. What we are telling people to do is get educated in the latest technology. This technology of blockchain is completely revolutionizing the world. Agriculture, medicine, transportation, the airline industry, real estate, intellectual property. And now we are hearing talks of even blockchain technology. We are hearing talk of that when it comes to the vaccination ID card, a passport.
Yes,
We
sir.
see in Canada, they rolled out an ID card with a QR code in it. And they're saying that this is on the blockchain now, and you cannot do fraudulent activities. You cannot fake a vaccine passport or a vaccine ID.
Yes.
So the technology is being used, but how many persons out there are aware that this technology can benefit them financially? And this is the point, Donna, Cliff, Dwayne, that we are making every Wednesday night on Beyond 2021 to educate the masses that blockchain is here to stay. Cryptocurrency is one of the fruits of blockchain, and you need to get with the program, people. You need to understand, get these courses that we are offering. Call us right now live on the program 715-4522, or call Sarah at 744-5503.
So,
744-5503. Get
so Brother
with the
Noel,
program. Yes.
I want to address one of our Facebookers that's
Okay.
commenting on the video, Christian
Yes.
Vermeeri. So he was saying that, listen, you all are talking about usability and the blockchain and stuff, but what are you guys doing to teach people how to sign up people on the network? Now, listen, we have people at different stages in our organization. Some are newbies, some are seasoned individuals, and we have some that are misguided. Every week we have an international call where people can plug in and get the latest updates on our organization. We have several resource videos on different platforms like YouTube that have tutorials that will be able to teach you how to engage the process of signing up someone. So it takes a little time and a little dedication and investment in self in order for that development to take place. So Christian, if you're serious about signing up someone, there are more than enough resources. You can check our OLM Facebook page, you can check us out on YouTube and find the information that you're looking for there, because you know what? We need you in our community. Every person in our community adds value collectively. And that's one of the powerful things that people need to understand. We power the networks of the world. Without us, nothing has value. You are the person that brings intrinsic value to the world. Your mere existence, your
That's
being
a
here,
great point.
you contribute. You
And
contribute.
that's a great point to put a pin in it, Dwayne, as we
Yes.
go
Yes.
forward to a break. Listen, Christian, Dwayne, that was a great response. I feel so good. So
Yeah.
come back, join us, and call 715-4522 when you come back.
Do you know? What am I speaking about? Do you know what is cryptocurrency? Do you know what is blockchain technology? Are you aware of what we currently face on a regular basis with quantitative easing, fractional reserve lending? Do you know? I am inviting you to come out of the financial darkness and into financial light. The only way for us to achieve that is with education. And one particular type of education is what I'm speaking about. I'm asking you to join the One Academy. It is a financial revolution of teaching regarding introduction to finance, cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, helping you understand the world of money and what is money. What is money? Money is simple. It is what we agree upon to exchange for goods and services. If you want full comprehension, join the One Academy.
Welcome to the Antediluvian Nature Center of Life Extension and Health Recovery. Coming from the Garden of Eden, the Antediluvian Nature Center brings to you breakthrough medicines and anti-aging technologies for all ailments and diseases in the body, nutritional therapies, naturopathic treatments, as we create opportunities of hope and celebrate longevity. And remember, the healing is from God.
Good day all, my name is King James, part of the One Life Network Caribbean team. If you have no knowledge of what is cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, I'm inviting you to get started with this concept. It is $1,610 TT for you to participate in a financial curriculum that would help shape your world and your future, but better and greater than that. In our curriculum, there's no school that teaches our children about finance. This is a unique opportunity for you to get involved in practical and theory. You need the best of both worlds. The theory we offer allows you to participate in the practical. Position yourself strategically. Get a starter package from one of your local IMAs somewhere near to you, some cousin, friend, uncle, some loved one. Do not hold back yourself from getting started with our organization. One Life for More Life, One Academy. Join the financial revolution.
Hey, I was just sharing with my husband and asking him a question. Brother Noel and Dwayne were talking about assets. And you know what came to my mind? We need to take a page, go back in time. Long ago, people would buy assets such as land. I remember my mother buying gold, Dwayne, and putting it away. We hardly would use it. She would have it stored. That was an asset. And that is an asset.
Yes,
And
it
you know, we weren't aware of what they were doing at the time. They'll buy a little piece of land and have it there because we always get it saying land don't rot you. Why are we now in this time where we are supposed to be smarter, wiser, moving forward, recognizing that there's a new trend on board, new something happening? People having digital wallets. I have a digital wallet. It is like when they told us go to the bank for the first time and your mother gave you a little money to go to the bank and save. You started to put your money in there, creating another sort of asset. This is what is happening. So please don't let these opportunities pass you by. New things are happening. Become part of the trend. If you wanted to say something, and I just asked you for a few minutes. So share.
No.
I know you said I talk too much today. I know.
I will never say that.
Oh, please.
Right. Yeah. we were talking about education, and listen, guys, I want you to bear in mind that we have been around in Trinidad and Tobago preaching this message for the last 5 years. The company has been around before our preaching, about almost 2 years before that. So it means now that almost any situation or circumstance that you want covered, we have material out there to cover it, or we have some person or some resource there that can handle your concern. So all we are saying is that whatever it is, whatever your question is, again, get in touch to the numbers that we have there, all right? Or don't talk to somebody who think that they know and not inside. We are on the inside, talk to us. All right. Another thing, somebody told me recently, hey, Cliff boy, I see the crypto thing really coming, boy. The same thing you're saying. I see it on the advertisement now on TV.
Yes.
So I just happen to see a kind of glancing. I don't know if this is what I presume this is what they're talking about. I think it's, this girl, gosh, the one who's played Granny, Nikki Crosby.
Right.
Nikki Crosby. Right. So what happened is that they were talking about on behalf of the bank, start to prepare yourself for the cashless age that is coming. Right. Okay.
Hi, Keston.
Hey, Keston.
Hi, Keston.
Right. So I want persons to realize that the cashless age that the bank is coming out with is not the same as cryptocurrency that we are speaking of. It is a different thing.
Yes.
All right. They have piggybacked on what we have been offering through blockchain technology to form their own version of what they can replace the situation called fiat currency, that is the paper notes. Right? So they want to replace it with something that sounds more technologically advanced, but it is nowhere the same as cryptocurrency. So again, if you don't understand the education that we offer, you wouldn't understand what it is I'm talking about with the banks. And a number of persons who even have digital wallets. So they're already involved in the cryptocurrency arena, still not even aware of why cryptocurrency was first introduced into the world. All right? So they still believe that, hey, listen, here what's going on. Cryptocurrency have to be on certain exchanges, much like in stocks and commodities and so on. We are saying, however, that the real reason for cryptocurrency was not to be listed on an exchange. It was for the purpose of where you and I could use it to trade with. Why? Because it will have a finite supply, meaning it wouldn't have like where we have paper money where you could just be printing and put it into the circulation. No, cryptocurrency has a fixed and finite amount. That is what gives it its value. Why? Because of scarcity of amount, right? Many of you may have seen the video that circulated where Trinidad and Tobago $100 bill, the same polymer bill. The only way you can tell the counterfeit ones now is if you pass it under ultraviolet light. It is so good now. You're twisting it, it's into your head. You could look through the board, the clear mark, the plastic, you're seeing right through. The same thing as the genuine. The same thing that the central bank told us they were introducing the polymer notes to avoid is the same thing that people have been putting into the system and they're getting away with it. Why? Because most of us don't know. We don't know enough about these polymer notes. But trusted our authorities and they have failed us. They failed us because they said the reason for putting it in circulation was to avoid the very thing that we are being confronted with. And then you now going to tell me, but I suppose they hack into my system. Well, if you have bank cards that you're using, how many problems you see when you go to the ATM machines that they have duplicated devices there to clone your bank card? so that they can access all your data from it. That's in Borneo. That in Borneo, you can go with your, almost any ATM and you have to be very vigilant. Not only people watching you know, but what you're not seeing. You have to be vigilant what you're not seeing at an ATM terminal to make sure they don't hack into your system through your bank card. But you are concerned about when you come on board, suppose they hack into your crypto. So me, you're worrying too far ahead because we already take care of that. We already have a system where we have proven it cannot be hacked up to this point. It cannot be hacked. So we already take care of that situation. That's how superior our blockchain is. All right, but talking of, I want to allow.
I talk a lot. Whoops.
Confidence.
So people need to understand, man, because we're talking the real article here, the real deal.
We have a caller. Let's take this caller.
Great.
Understand? We have a caller.
Good night, caller.
Good night. Welcome.
Yes, sir. The Indian fellow, that Mr. Powder?
Pardon me?
Mr. Powder on the show there tonight?
No, sir.
Oh, I told Mr. Powder on the left-hand side now.
No, sir.
The Powder.
Yeah. Oh, Mr.
Okay,
Powder.
I don't know Mr. Powder now. All right.
Mr. Powder.
Good caller. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, thanks.
Guys,
Thanks for calling. Join the
back to,
conversation.
But
yeah,
I hope the caller continues listening though.
of course, getting back to what we were talking about, right? We are now in the digital age. So we've been talking about this for the last 5 years. We've been talking about digital transformation. We've been speaking about the fact that money or currency, the currency system has to be changed because it has become redundant. As more and more money continues to be printed, what we are seeing now is that more currency is chasing goods and services. A highlight of the day on social media was the fact that chocolate digestive has increased its price from $2 to $3. Well, Trinidad mashup, right? It's riot. I feel that more prominent than the vaccine right about now. Because people say they ain't paying no $3 for no chocolate digestive, right? And guys, this is just symptoms of a greater problem, right? There is more cash liquidity in our economy, and there are few goods that are in our economy right now, and that is just showing that, listen, the levers, the people who control the levers of the economy, by putting more money into the system and pulling it back at times, they're just exercising control. And what they're doing is that they're messing with your buying power. As we were educated through Ivan Mark and the information that he shared in terms of who's got my cheese, right? Some of you might be okra with that information. Listen, guys, take responsibility for your finances and your future. Education is something, when you have it, no one can take it away from you. Donna, yes, Donna.
Saying something. Sorry to put a pin in it a minute. He said now is more important than ever for people to keep themselves up to date with the last knowledge and skill, right? As you know, the world is transforming faster than ever, and certain skills taught in the modern education system will soon be outdated. Okay. So you always have words of wisdom to drop in the bucket, and we do appreciate
redundant.
Yeah.
A lot of things are becoming redundant right now. There are people with 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 degrees, and they can't get a job because they're overqualified. I'm saying with that type of information, you are supposed to create something out of thin air. That education is supposed to empower you to create something. But what happened is that information was created for you to be an employee, for you to work for a corporation that will pay you handsomely for your qualifications. So it means that education...
Handsomely, Dwayne? Handsomely?
Well, I'm saying handsomely.
There, you say pay handsomely?
I'm saying handsomely because that's the promise. That's the promise that
really a promise. But
everyone...
a promise.
Everyone...
I don't think it's so handsome anymore, because you know why? As fast as you get an increase, As small as that is, priestess, or as large, everything's going up twice as much, 10 times as much. I mean, people going through hard times and things going up. You're talking about just digestive. Everybody has put a cent or a dollar or 10 cents or 20 cents on the items, and it's passing the buck. So it has to end up on somebody's lap.
Correct. Well, let's go to the break. Let's go to the break, and when we come back, we're gonna flesh out that.
Yeah, we'll talk about handsome is as handsome does.
And God said, let there be light.
Welcome to the Antediluvian Nature Center of Life Extension and Health Recovery. Coming from the Garden of Eden, the Antediluvian Nature Center brings to you breakthrough medicines and anti-aging technologies for all ailments and diseases in the body. Stretching from ancient past to our modern times, we bring to you all the natural therapies: solar therapy, hydrotherapy, song therapy, aromatherapy, nutritional therapies, naturopathic treatments, and homeopathic remedies, as we create opportunities of hope and celebrate longevity. And remember, the healing is from God.
Good day all, my name is King James, part of the One Life Network Caribbean team. If you have no knowledge of what is cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, I'm inviting you to get started with this concept. It is $1,610 TT for you to participate in a financial curriculum that will help shape your world and your future. But better and greater than that, in our curriculum, there's no school that teaches our children about finance. This is a unique opportunity for you to get involved in practical and theory. You need the best of both worlds. The theory we offer allows you to participate in the practical. Position yourself strategically. Get a starter package from one of your local IMAs somewhere near to you, some cousin, friend, uncle, some loved one. Do not hold back yourself from getting started with our organization. One life for more life. One academy. Join the financial revolution. Do you know? What am I speaking about? Do you know what is crypto? Do you know what is blockchain technology? Are you aware of what we currently face on a regular basis with quantitative easing, fractional reserve lending? Do you know? I am inviting you to come out of the financial darkness and into financial light. The only way for us to achieve that is with education. And one particular type of education is what I'm speaking about. I'm asking you to join the One Academy. It is a financial revolution of teaching regarding introduction to finance, cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, helping you understand the world of money and what is money. What is money? Money is simple. It is what we agree upon to exchange for goods and services. If you want full comprehension, join the One Academy.
Taxis don't like Uber, hotels don't like Airbnb, bookstores don't like Amazon, cinemas don't like Netflix, banks don't like Bitcoins. Every innovation which has power to disrupt is disliked in the beginning. But we all know that people who understand and are willing to take the risk at the right time in the future technology, they are the ones who are often rewarded in life. The best time to invest in the technology was yesterday. The second best time is today.
Invest today. I love that guy. I love that video. Dwayne, he was talking about the 5 degrees, and I remember when a few years back, I always remember a girlfriend of mine saying, They have plenty degrees, but no heat. And I would laugh at that because I would say to myself, where you got that from? She said, yes, plenty degrees, but no heat. You see, you may have degrees and you may, that's it. You see, Brother Noel, if you don't know how to apply what you learn, it will just sit there. It will do nothing for you. I have this and I have that, but what is it doing in your life? Because if you don't apply your knowledge, if you don't learn more, build upon your knowledge and continue to apply it in your life, you know what happens? You have no heat, Dwayne, no heat. All those degrees are no heat.
Dwayne, I want to ask you something. I remember it was about 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. You had taken it upon yourself. You used to take a Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, a Sunday afternoon.
Yes,
and you would go around house to house talking about cryptocurrency and blockchain and what we offer. Would you say, no, you can come like a Jehovah Witness of cryptocurrency, right? No, I mean to be insulting, no, Jehovah Witness.
No.
I got admire the work they do. They start, you know, the people and them stand up on the conviction, diligent and discipline. Right? The discipline, rain, sun, they come out there, your face long, and they still approach you. Why? They convicted in their heart in what they believe, they want to share it with you. And I love that about them. Right? So I am saying, Dwayne, you are a Jehovah Witness of cryptocurrency, in that you would go there to meet people and tell them on a Sunday, because you see at Sunday, most people home. How was the reception then, and has it changed from then, which would have been, if I'm not mistaken, about 2 years ago to now? All right? Is there a difference in reception? Could you tell me?
Right, so that exercise was twofold. I was basically motivating myself to go out there and tell the story, right? Again and again, to build up my courage and confidence, and two, to bring the awareness. So you know what happened? Out of all that walking, we went to 2 geographical areas. We went to Current Hills in San Fernando, and then we went to Olira Heights in San Fernando. And if the viewers are honest with themselves, they would have seen my face along with my one of my team members, Mr. Beal. And we faithfully went around trying to educate persons about cryptocurrency. But of course, they were preoccupied with life and whatever was going on at the time. Now, almost 2 years ahead, they are coming full face into digital integration and digital technology. And so now, my face being on the screen would jog their memory, going back 2 years in the past, and remembering, yes, this guy did come into our community and he was speaking about cryptocurrency. And I see him on Facebook at times, and he posts some stuff about the economy and crypto and the future and the Deal Shaker platform and all of that. And in a nutshell, what it did for me personally, it gave me a sense of accomplishment and stick-to-itiveness. In the face of people not understanding, I understand my message even more clearly now. I have even more conviction than I had when I started, and I'm leading from a place of understanding. So just like I was able to explain to Christian a little while ago where he can find the resources for what he needs to know, any other question that comes my way in relation to our business and our network, I will field the question and answer it to the best of my ability. If I do not know, I will acknowledge that I do not know, and I will take some time, do the research, and get back to that particular individual who would have asked me a question. So it's all about empowerment, you know? And of course, we want to end off with a bang. So we're telling persons tonight, listen, take responsibility for your financial state, right? All is not lost. Center yourself. Shut out the noise. Shut out the chatter. Shut out the distractions, and focus on what you can do in order to take your life to a next level. Listen, it's not up to Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley It's up to you. It's not up to your boss, your employer. It's up to you. It's not about your ex-spouse. It's up to you. It's not about those children, because those children are depending on you to put something in place for their future. Focus. Center yourself. Get educated. Get the education. Come into our organization. Call the number 744-5503. Ask Sarah about the program. Ask her what levels there are. What's the prices, right? Call us if you want to make a comment on 751-4522. We just have a couple minutes to go. Brother Noel. Step to the
Yes,
mic.
Dwayne, there's so much happening around us and people are unaware. Their minds are absorbed, their minds are overwhelmed with the realities that they face every day. And the real things that they should be looking at, the critical things that they should, as you said, be focusing on, with the reactions, the repercussions, the cataclysmic results of what is going on in the world today. They're completely lost of it, right? We heard the news just recently, El Salvador, have accepted Bitcoin as their national currency. We hear of talks going on in places like Peru, in so many parts of Latin America, Kenya, Nigeria. Many African countries are involved with the blockchain technology, the cryptocurrency. And don't talk for Asia, Vietnam and Singapore and Thailand and all these places. They are all adopting cryptocurrency. When you Google and you research all these major companies, this is not just about the one ecosystem. This is about a technology that is advancing that will never go back. And what we have to do now is get the education. We are empowering people. We are pioneers. We are those forward-thinking, progressive community that is bringing enlightenment to our world. You need to get with the program. We're just about out of time. We are telling you that this is happening all around us, and we are offering the one ecosystem as the way out, right? At the way out. Yes, let's take this call. We have a call coming in.
Yes,
caller, welcome, and good evening.
Hi, good day.
Yes, who is this?
Yeah,
yes, where are you calling from?
Nicholas Joseph.
Nicholas, where are you calling from? Where are you calling from, Nicholas Joseph?
Laventille.
Okay, so
hi,
welcome
Nicholas.
to
It's nice to have
welcome.
you on.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you hear me now?
Yes, Nicholas, yes. Go ahead.
Hey, how you guys doing? Good night, good night. It's been a long time.
Yes,
good,
great.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lower the volume down on your television.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Listen to us over the phone, Nicholas, and go ahead and make your contribution as we close the program.
Okay, well, I'm sorry for calling so late because I was trying to get a number for the longest while I now got you. Are you hearing me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, well, what I basically wanted to say was going back to the cryptocurrency aspect, all right, is that people have to understand that the guy named Michael Saylor in America, 2 days ago purchased $150 million US worth of Bitcoin, all right, and right now,
wow.
he has over $3 billion US worth of Bitcoin, okay, and he purchased it at the price range of 49,000 US per coin.
Wow.
All right.
That's what it is.
So
wow.
This is
where the
serious
world is
thing.
going, Nicholas.
Exactly.
Yes,
remember, I'm part of it as well. Right? And
yes.
definitely cryptocurrency.
Right. So what do you tell the viewing audience?
What I'm telling the viewing audience, basically, cryptocurrency is the way to go. Okay, whether they like it or not.
That's right.
All right, and one more thing. Okay. If it wasn't the way to go, the Answer Makala group of companies, of which I'm a part of, would not have purchased Bitcoin about 2 weeks ago. X amount of dollars in Bitcoin. They didn't mention the quantity. Okay?
Thank you, Nicholas, for educating the population.
Thank you so much.
All right, cool.
Thank you for
Have
your
a good night.
introduction.
All right,
Thank you very much.
You.
I want to emphasize also as we look at the close-up just now, whilst we talk about finance and cryptocurrency, because the bigger topic is blockchain technology. Blockchain technology is not confined to only finance. Blockchain technology is going to impact many other areas of their life. It's going to touch what almost every field of job or occupation that you hold. So it is worth your while understanding what this blockchain technology is, because your children, and even if they look up to you as to the job and they want to emulate what you're doing, because children tend to soak up whatever they see in their parents, it is not going to be the same for them. Blockchain technology is going to be in their time, it is going to change up how things are. So guys, understand what it is about. That's all I have to answer. Please, we implore you guys.
And I just want to say, some of you would have heard this and you're still the same. You're comfortable. That's okay. But if you're not comfortable, if you're a bit disturbed, find out more. Join us next week when we come back again. Call us, have a conversation with us, and be part of what is happening in this new movement, this new trend. And all I can say is Godspeed, be blessed. Brother Noel, you wanted to say something before we switch?
So that's okay. All right. Just wishing everyone a good evening and hope to see you again next week. Once out.
All right.
Once out.
Good night, guys, and good night, listeners. Take care.
Yes.
One ecosystem, you know them. We not frightened for nobody, but we respect everybody, and we better than everybody. So we will run with anybody. No fear, no better than we. No kind, no better than we. Step on me one and say, one ecosystem to the world you say. One ecosystem will do something, do something, do something, do something, uno do something, do something. I'm not talking. One ecosystem will do something, do something, do something, do something, uno do something, do something. I'm not bag of lip chasing. Aye.